right, so you guys are already good at long division. Today we're gonna get good. We're not straight. How you doing? Okay, we're gonna get good at long division with
Who's gonna watch that?
decimals. Oh, there's all kinds of gems on my videos. If you watch them, things show up all the time. Okay, so let's pretend, give me a number.
11.
11.
8,950.
8,957. Are you trying to get me to do one off the assignment? Noble efforts. Okay. This is just normal numbers, right? Normally, can we do this?
I don't. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we do it, and do we want to do it, are two different questions. So I'm going to be real with you. I don't hit this very, very hard. I do it enough for you to have a decent amount of it and to get decently good at it. But I don't drill it into your brains. Why don't I, when I was your age, back in ye olden times, we practiced this and practiced this and practiced this and practiced this. I'm not going to have you guys practice this that much. Why not?
Because we're in honors. We will have mental pain.
In real life, what are you actually going to use?
Mental life.
No, you're not. Real life, you're going to pull out your phone and do it on your calculator.
Yeah. I don't have a phone.
Because education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think. And it's important for you to know what's happening in that calculator, why we have that answer, and why things do what they do. So I am not a computer programmer, so I don't exactly know.
My dad is also.
Your dad's a computer. My son is a computer programmer. I could ask him. But I am
Which
not
one?
a computer programmer. What was that?
Which one?
Josh. He's actually, technically, okay, let's be actually honest. He's a software engineer. So he writes programs. Anyway. All right.
We're also not a computer.
So, does 11 go into 8?
No.
So, can I write a 0 there?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Do I have to?
No.
Am I going to?
Yeah.
No, because it just gets messy. But does 11 go, how many times does 11 go into 89?
8 times.
8 times. I'm glad you chose 11 because math with 11 is easy. What's 11 times 8?
88.
88. We can do that. And then we subtract and we do a 1. Okay. I don't draw the arrow coming down because I feel like it makes it messy. I know that you guys all learned to do it that way. You can do it that way. I'm going to choose not to. Just so you know. So bringing this 5 down. How many times does 11 go into 15? Once. Bring the 7 on down. How many times does 11 go into 44? 4 times, and then we have a 44. Oh, are we done?
No.
All right, so right here we have a decimal, and we put that decimal up there. Okay? And then we bring down, now we have zeros, and we have as many zeros as we need. We are not going to go past 3 zeros ever. If you go past 3 zeros, you're going to round and be done with your life. Okay? So we're going to bring down this 0. How many times is 11 going to 30? Twice.
It might go on forever.
It might go on forever. Dividing by 11 is rarely pretty. Just going to say.
I love the sound it's making.
How many goes into a 7 times? Oh, do you see what we're doing?
Repeating.
We're repeating. So we are really going to be done here. And we
It's just gonna do 2, 7, 2, 7.
It's going to do 2, 7, 2, 7, 2, 7 forever, and we're never going to get out of that. So we're just going to, actually, we're not going to stop there because the next one would be a number. We're going to stop, or at 7, we're going to stop there so that we don't have to round. Okay? So it's 814.27. But what if we start with the decimals? Give me a number.
28.7.
What if we have 28.7 divided by 2.35?
Those are really pretty numbers.
They're not pretty numbers. Actually, I'm going to make this less pretty, or a little bit more pretty. Okay, divided by 2.3. What do we do? Do we know how to do this with decimals? Probably not, because I'm teaching you today. Let me teach you the first thing we're going to do. We know how to do this with whole numbers, right? What's 2.3 times 10?
230.
23. Not 230, it's 23, because we have that decimal.
That's 100.
What's 28.7 times 10?
287.
287.
287.
Do we agree that 28.7 divided by 2.3 is equivalent to 287 divided by 23?
Yes.
They're going to be like equivalent fractions, right? Whenever I am dividing by a decimal, so let's say I have 2.3 goes into 28.7. I'm going to move this decimal however many times I need to make it a whole number. Here, I'm going to move it once to the right, but if I move that one, I have to move that one. So I'm going to move that one once to the right. And that's where my decimal is now, and that's where it's going to go. Okay? Do I know how to divide whole numbers by whole numbers?
Yes.
Yes, now it's just 5th grade stuff, right? You guys have been to 5th grade, so we can do this. How many times does 23 go to 28?
Once.
Once. How many times does 23 go into 57?
Twice.
Twice.
46.
And then now I have my zeros, and I bring my zeros down. So now we're going to still have decimals in our answer, but we don't have decimals right there. Okay. How many times does 23 go into 110?
4.
That's a good guess, because 25 goes into 100 4 times, right? That's 23 times 4. Well, 23 times 2 is 57.
57 is that. That's too big. 4 is too big. That's 114.
It shouldn't have been 57. It should have been 40. No, that's the answer. It was 46.
Okay.
So 46 times 2 is 92?
Yes.
So that's 18. How many times does 23 go to 180? Well, it was super close with the 18, so it's probably going to be a big number.
6.
Let's try 6. What's 23 times 6? I can't do that in my head. So I'm gonna do
160. I mean 50. I think.
138.
Oh wait, no. I was
We
thinking
can go
25.
over that.
3 times 6 is 18. 2 times 6 is 12.
Add a 23 on it.
I think let's do 8 actually. Let's do 23 times 8
I
and
think
see
it
what
might be
happens.
7.
It might be 7.
It's definitely
4,
7.
24. 2 times 8 is 16 plus 2. Ah, so close though. Look how close it was to the 8. It's 7.
You said it's definitely.
Oh, I said let's try 8. I didn't say it's definitely 8.
I said no.
I did say I definitely can't do this math in my head. I mean, I actually probably could if I really tried hard enough, but I choose to not try hard enough. Okay, 161. So you have 19 left. Bring down another 0. This is going to be our last 0, guys, and then we're going to stop. Oh, look! We have that! Right? So we already know it's 8. Are we going to do any more? No, we're going to stop. We're only going to give Mrs. Barlow 1 decimal place, so what's our answer going to be? Or two decimal places, 12.4. I'm going to look at the 8. Is it bigger than
9.
or smaller than 5?
Bigger.
It's bigger than 5, so the 7 rounds to what?
8.
8. 12 point. So there are 12.48, 2.3s, and 28.7.
Yeah.
So if I have 28.7 bottles of pop and 2.3 friends, each friend would get 12.48 bottles of.
What's the
That
point
makes-
of a friend?
I don't know. They had an accident. Okay, like be nice. Can you even imagine? Okay, so let's do one of your examples. Let's do example 1.
Did she lose her legs?
It's 70.
You're part of it. So fun fact,
The last video.
the music doesn't show up on the video, only my dancing.
the class so we can watch it.
Okay. What is example 1? Tell me what example 1 is. I don't have it in front of me.
19 divided.
19 going into. There we go. I saved it for you.
70,072.
One more time.
70,072.
I love that you guys think I can hear it.
70,072.
Where's my decimal?
There.
Right there. We're going to put it there because something fills me that I'm going to be using it. How many times does 19 go into 70? Well, how many times does 20 go into 70?
It's probably like
3 times.
7. No,
6.
5.
3. 20 goes into 73 times, so 19 is probably going to go 73 times. There's not a lot of difference. In fact, what's 20 times 3?
57.
60.
60. 1 times 3 is 3. So we're going to subtract 3 from 60, so 19 times 3 is 57. Did you guys see what I did there?
We probably could have added a little more, maybe. No.
No, because 20 times 3 is 80. So
130.
6. So we have 13 left over. And so we have 13 left over, so 19, forward and inward. 130. Well, how many times does 20 go into 130? How many times does 2 go into 13?
6.
6. So how many times does 20 go into 130?
16.
Can I please get Samuel and Brody Wright to check out?
So we're gonna say
Samuel and Brody
6.
Wright to check
Okay.
out.
So 20 times 6 is 130. So 130 or 120. 120 minus 6 is 114. So 19 times 6 is 114. Are you guys seeing what I'm doing there?
No.
What's 9? Okay, so 19 is just 1 less than 20. So I can multiply by 20 and then subtract 1 times whatever I'm multiplying by to get the 19 times that. As much as I love doing the little multiplication problems over at the side, if I can do it in my head, I will. So 130 minus 16. Bring down the 7. 167. Well, how many times does 20 go into 167?
9 times.
What's 20 times 9?
8 times.
8 times, probably 8 times. 20 times 8 is 160. 160 minus 8 is going to be 152. Do you guys see how that works?
Yeah.
So 7 minus 2 is 5. 15, bring down the 2. This is the math problem that doesn't end. How many times is 19 going 152?
8.
Did we just do that?
Yep.
No, it was 167. Oh, but it's 19. It is 8. Yeah. Oh! We don't need our decimal. I'm so happy because it's 152. So we're gonna circle that bad boy and move on with our lives, right? Because it's gonna end up being 0. That was nice.
That was awfully kind of tiring.
Let's do the next example. So that's just practicing long division. We're gonna do one with decimals now, aren't we? What is it? I'm gonna borrow this because how am I supposed to see that? Holy smokes! So 3.
You have to times it 1,000 times.
Well, we're gonna have to multiply not 1,000 times. 2 decimals is what?
Wait, why?
This is 14.1.
Wait.
There's writing on it.
Wait, what? Technically, so that you did it.
Oh, is that a 175? Okay.
Wait, what are we doing example?
We're doing example 2. She wrote on it. I can't
I
read.
think that's an 8.
Is that that is? No, an 8th is 0.125. But you were super duper close.
Actually, I couldn't quite remember, but I know it's like
You were close. A 0.8 is.
something 5.
Okay, Kessler, what are you gonna tell us?
On example 1, it says divide 70,072. Oh, we already did that.
Yeah, we did that. It's right there in green. Now we're doing example 2. So, can I divide by a decimal? Not really. It's super hard. So I'm going to make this not a decimal. 1, 2. But then I need to move this 1, 2. So my decimal is right here now. I'm going to erase those so I can focus. Okay. What is, oh, can we divide 141 by 315? We cannot. So we have to do 1,417 divided by 315.
That's pretty much the same.
Well, let's look at this. What's 1,400? What's 14 divided by 3?
4.
4. So let's try 315 times 4.
Wait.
Because 300 times 4 is 1,200, so we're darn close, right? 0, 6, 1,260. We'll take it. We're going to do some subtracting. So we end up with 57. And we're going to bring down this 5. How many times is 315 going to 575?
Once.
Just once. That's easy math. I can do that. And we end up with 260. Oh, let's make some zeros. How many times does 315 go into 2,600?
I don't.
Well, how many times
Does 3 go into 26?
does 3 go into 26? Almost 9. It's
8.
going to be 8, yeah. So 315 times 8, 0, 4, 1 times 12, 3 times 8 is 24, plus 1 is 25. So it's 8. So we have 25, 20. So that's 80. Bring down another 0.
Can I please get Jada Thurgood and Nixon Thurgood to check out? Jada and Nixon Thurgood to check out.
How, yeah,
You forgot to minus the 6 and the 5.
I forgot to minus that one. You caught me making a mistake. Good job. Good catch. Okay, so how many times does 315 go into 1,800? That's a slightly different number. Well, I know that 300 times 6 is 1,800. So that is going to be too big because 315 is bigger, right? So we're going to need a 5. What was that?
I'm off the paper.
You're off the paper? Well, guess what? We're going to stop here.
Oh.
We stop at 3 decimal places in this class. There is no need to go on to 7 million decimal places, okay?
Thank you.
We're going to stop at that 5 and we're going to round it to 2 decimal places. Is 5 bigger than or equal to 5?
Equal.
So what am I going to do with this 8?
Nine.
I'm going to make it a 9 and we end up with 4.19, which is in fact my birthday. My birthday is 4/19. That was not on purpose. It just happened. So, did you guys see what we're doing with the decimals? I want to give you plenty of time to work on stuff. You will probably...
Can I
Say
please
goodbye.
get Nixon Thurgood to check out? Nixon Thurgood to check out.